Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl. And this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bears and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the NFC champions, the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Throwing on first down. Pull is complete to Jones. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And CD, one of the big stories everybody's been tracking this week, the head coach of this offense, looking to become just the second coach in NFL history to win 5 Super Bowl titles.
And let's face it, the respect is there already. We know he's going to go down as one of the all-time great coaches. But even after all this success, what do we notice most about him? He never takes anything for granted. He's treating this Super Bowl like it's the most important game ever played. Because for some of the guys on his team, it will be. And he feels the same way himself. I love his intensity. I love the way he gets his team prepared to play in the big game.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Back to throw. Pull. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's first and goal. Back to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Celtic Tigers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do
nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Chris Jones in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They're going deep for Hill. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. The punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Looking to throw. Poole trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give to Etienne. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Fields throw complete there to Moore. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play there on the catch and run. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl.
Let's go. Let's do this.
They'll try to run with Etienne. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. They'll try to run with Etienne. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Travis Etienne, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Poole. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Lambeau is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st down, Fields. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for our home team, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. These two teams have had plenty of extra time to make their final adjustments, but time's just about up. The final half of the NFL season is a... So let's get it back out to our Super Bowl broadcast team. Here's Brandon and Charles.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the 3rd quarter.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Fields. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. On 1st and 10, Poole forced out to his left. He's going to look deep for more. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown. Elijah Moore. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Celtic Tigers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Fields. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Buying time to his left.
And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. On 1st down, it's Fields. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Fields on 3rd down.
Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
A give to ETN running right.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Chicago.
ETN.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Travis Etienne, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Dublin's offense now set to take over. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Poole. He's going to look deep for more. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Oh, yeah. And what a big-time play there. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. So now Fields and the Bears down 24-14. A minute 53 remaining. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl. Meanwhile, Fields' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. They'll drop that underneath to Etienne. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's a 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Fields gets this to Moore. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Fighting through pressure. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Now Fields. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle down.
Still have hope.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.